Everything's racial in America. In the 30s and 40s, during these decades, blacks typically worked in menial jobs. Couldn't get the good jobs, a lot like today, where they not trying to bless the black man. I told you on last week's show, the jobs that should have went to black men went to white women. That started the decline of the white man, but I digress. But in the 30s and 40s, this is when blacks typically worked menial jobs and were paid in cash and off the books, making them ineligible for social insurance programs that call for contributions through payroll taxes, both the employer and employees. Now, even under the Aid to Family and Dependent Children Act during these years, told you where this program came from. It was mainly for white widows. They were the primary beneficiaries. The farmer's wife. So blacks continued to be barred from full participation because the country operated under the separate but equal doctrine adopted by the Supreme Court in 1896. Racial. The niggas gonna get it, don't nobody get it. It's not a homogenous country. Too many cliques. Now, not that sun hitting my screen here. Jim Crow laws and the separate but equal doctrine resulted in the creation of a two-track service delivery system in both law and custom. One for whites, one for blacks, but wasn't none of this shit equal. Developments in the 50s and 60s further disadvantaged black families. Talking about how black women became an unprotected group. Residency requirements were proposed so as to bar blacks migrating from the South to the North to qualify for the program. New York City's man in the house rule required welfare workers to make unannounced visits to determine if fathers were living in the home. If evidence of a male presence was found, cases were closed, welfare checks were discontinued. A lot of you remember that. Your grandmama, your aunties, your neighbors, your friends, perhaps your own mom. Perhaps this went on in your own household. The man couldn't keep nothing there. No shoes, no clothes, no shaving equipment, nothing that indicated that a black man lived in this house. Then you remember when Ronald Reagan came along, those of you of a certain age,